Wait a minute. Someone said that to me on one of my YouTube videos. Like, how are you still playing this? So, like, I don't know. I just always have some new thing I want to do. Maybe that's a question for you all. How are y'all still playing? Honestly, I think if I wasn't making YouTube videos, I would have probably already moved on to a different game. I know, I mean, it does take a special sort of person to do this, what we're doing right now, just replaying a map over. Not everyone's cup of tea. Why haven't I gotten the best gear in 5 run? Oh, I mean, I can talk, but I mean, oh, what do you want to talk about? Right. We can talk about Dungeon Defenders. We can talk about if all right. Is anyone excited for Defenders of Etheria? Have you all wishlisted the game and at least got the Prince's Glove event item for wishlisting? I saw Chiku play that on his live stream. I didn't understand any of it. Like, it's just trying to be like a Dungeon Defenders, like Vampire Survivors or something like that. I did, well, what is it, Kickstart? I did join that Kickstart. So I don't want to actually try the game because I don't want there to be a thing that says Dungeon Defenders, I mean, Defenders of Etheria demo in my games list. So I'll wait for the game to actually come out. That's my petty reason for not actually playing the demo. Is my mic volume low? I don't like hiding games, Frosty. I do not like hiding games at all. Yes, I know. Yes, you can definitely hide games, but I don't like doing that. And, well, most of you haven't seen my crazy. Any game I add to Steam has to have a custom image, background, logo. So, I don't want demos on my... So, if you all haven't wishlisted it yet and haven't gotten your event item, I'm told the Prince's Glove is comparable to like a 95k Calamity Blade. I haven't really looked at the stats. I don't even know if that's good or not. Alright, well, if we're not going to get Defenders of Etheria, the question is going to be, what games are you hoping to show up on sale? I don't know. What do Twitch streamers actually talk about? I don't know. Why am I streaming on Twitch when I don't like to talk to people or talk in general? It makes no sense. Alright, this is it. This is gonna be the one. I think based on my actual numbers, I probably got another 20 plus runs before I get another plus. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, these are 5-minute runs, I think. I don't know how to say your name. Lear Bag Milligrams. I'm talking, so hopefully that's good. I'm actually looking forward to. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna get old games here. I might get Titanfall 2 on the Steam sale. That might be what I go for. And it is the year that I play PlayStation games. So I might get Last of Us Part 1. Or maybe Spider-Man 2 to finish that out. I've heard Titanfall's campaign is really good. And it's not a long game. I'm not really interested in like a 100-hour game. So, I mean, I think it's like 16 hours maybe. So, that is my goal for this Steam sale. I only buy games during the Steam and Winter sale. You want to talk about movement in the game, though, or like mechanic? I think it's crazy that there. I mean, what's the right way of saying this? Why more games don't use like Valve's Source engine? I find the Half-Life games to be so satisfying mechanically. Pax, are you not playing Dungeon Defenders anymore? I think a lot of DD players are just they spend more time in the Discord server than they actually do playing the game. Are there ever ruthless poly pubs out there ever? I always did enjoy a good pub. I think playing the first game is Half-Life 1 is nostalgia. It is not. It's hard to. It's a game that's aged. I do think though that if you want to experience Half-Life, I think playing Black Mesa is the way to go. And you can get done with Black Mesa in about 40 hours. The problem with Black Mesa, there's some levels that are just, the interloper level is just tedious. Like if I was physically tired playing that level, it's just a lot. But I think Half-Life 2 still holds up today. I've actually played Half-Life 2, I think twice, and then I played the updated version as well. I have not tried the RTX version, but that's not doing very good on reviews. And I didn't even play the Portal games until last year. And I mean, those games are ridiculously good. I can't believe I waited so long. I think I was afraid to play them. But maybe Valve's coming out with Half-Life 3. Maybe it's going to shadow drop on us this winter, right? But I think there's a lot of games people have nostalgia for. I mean, probably Dungeon Defenders has a lot of nostalgia to it. I think a lot of people played this game when they were young. Yeah. I don't know, tax. I don't know about that. I hate Ruthless Poly. I think maybe if I knew how to play it, and then I made a video for it, I'd feel more comfortable. Well, nobody, you know, you're like a grade A player though. Us plebes, you know, are still slumming in, you know, nightmare pubs. Well, I mean, on really, all the stages are the same except for the last stage. Yes, I am genie farming. I'm gonna get another one tonight. You think a Dungeon Defender player changes what they're gonna play each night? I would agree that it probably is very team dependent. That's why I don't know if it really suits pubs at all. But all y'all keep telling me that RL Poly is easy, and I've never survived the gauntlet on any of the times I've played. And I don't think I have like bad heroes. I mean, I got 4.5k health on my like, you know, my hero boost monk, and I still die. Well, I mean, it took me about a month to make the video for Poly. So, I mean, I'm sure I could learn Ruthless. I just need I need a tax-free lesson apparently. Because don't you have to beat both Kraken and RL? Okay, you need a barb. That's great, but I want a beam. I want a beam. I spent so much time farming a scepter to not even be able to use that hero. Are you kidding? Really? A freaking Axiom could carry that whole lobby that way. What are you talking about? Akaza, you, and Axiom? Of course you could do that. Oh yeah, it's easy peasy when I play with YBS and Caesar, right? Oh yeah, it's a piece of cake. I can blow through TBR when I'm with Morty and Tiggy, right? Yeah. The most geared players in the game. Yeah, of course the map's easy. I mean, I get why you're happy that a beamer's out of meta. I mean, I kind of miss that survival AFK farming isn't a thing anymore. But that's just me. Well, maybe one night I'll do some RL Poly. I'll get my learn on. I'll learn how to do it all. Maybe not just learn. I know the gauntlet. I wish they'd bring back the pure strategy thing. I mean, they basically removed the only reason to play pure strategy. I mean, I have suggested reverting the pure strategy nerfs. I think I was resoundingly told no. I never got to do the pure strategy Royal Gardens. Just didn't have time to do it before they made the nerf, which was unfortunate. I mean, maybe it wasn't good. It was just the latest thing, right? It was the new thing. I did 20 runs of RG on RL before the pure strategy became like the thing, and I didn't get a single thing out of it. So for me, it wasn't worth the effort. I got literally nothing out of it. I think NTACC is just mind-numbing. Playing that map made me not want to play the game, period. And I'm saying that as someone who's just done like 25 runs of the same map. I mean, it was fun in the beginning when everybody was with the original spawn rates, and we all had to play as a team. That was fun. That first week it came out. Yeah, on Nightmare. When we played Nightmare back before they nerfed the raids, and like everybody was dropping pluses at the time. It was so good. They had to nerf that map like twice in the same day. And it was I mean, that was kind of the updates where they started forcing people to update before they could even connect. Hey, Roxas, fire. Because like before then, you used to be able to play different versions without being forced to update. But then those updates came out. Ruthless came out. Crystal Cave came out, and then they started forcing the issue. So when NTACC got nerfed, basically everyone's like, don't close the game, and they just kept farming that map with the old race as much as they could. I mean, it was an interesting time, but I don't find NTA fun. I know some players got like millions of kills, and I commend them for that, but if I could AFK that map, I probably would. I really liked Alec Lab when it was fast. I liked the survival map when it was really, really fast. And now it's not. So it's just another map I don't play. Alright. I wasn't a fan of the wheel nerfs either. So, I mean, every time they talked about a nerf, I was like against it. And so they changed the wheel, and then reverted the wheel changes on specific maps. So at the end of the day, it didn't mean anything. The wheel nerfs felt like out of left field. Like, well, we need to make a change for this. This is too, like, but this has been in the game for like it's like 10 years, 11 years. Like, why are we changing this? Yeah, I guess so. And honestly, sea drags are basically the measure of every pet. So if they ever make a pet and it's better than a sea drag, they'll nerf it. Yeah, I agree with that, Frosty. I think changing established ways of doing things and then going, yeah, nope, you can't do that anymore, figure it out. Wasn't, I don't know if it, for me who would never farm CR3, it basically made me go, I'm never going to farm that map now. But maybe when gold enemies becomes the new meta. I mean, because that's the next thing, right? Wheel, make your enemies gold, and the gold enemies drop more loot. Is the gold enemy thing a thing right now? Am I just out of the loop on that? I can tell you that's not the case, Averter. I mean, there's usually a healthy debate as to changes. I'm always the voice is like, well, what are we trying to fix by making this change? That's just how I think, you know. Well, what are we trying to correct? Are we trying to make something, you know, are we trying to, like they would sometimes they wouldn't introduce certain things to certain maps because they didn't want to take away the farming of a different map. So I mean, they do think about those things. I don't think they make changes for change's sake. But the wheel changes kind of just came out of nowhere. But again, I'm not a fan of mayhem. I'm not a fan of runes. I'm just a cranky old man, like, who doesn't want anything changed or nerfed. Just make it better. It was a new difficulty. I think it was a new option. I swear. Now, Mayhem was like who's on here who actually knows what Mayhem was? I didn't actually beta test it because I was busy with other things. But it made the enemies harder and faster. It was primarily going to be something that was ideal for pet farming. Well, you had to have Ruthless enabled, so it was like a little chat box that you would check. Yeah, thanks, Frosty. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and draw for this giveaway. It wasn't fun. I don't think anyone thought it was fun. And I actually don't know if that's ever going to be implemented. Alright, Starflix, you won. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the chat decide what you get. So the chat can decide what you get, and then they can decide what is the next giveaway as I'm forgetting to build. Only non-exclusive. You guys act like I have a mic. I do have like free love magi though. Alright, well, Starflix, the chat is silent, so I don't think they want you to have anything. Better luck next time. I think event hosts have been giving out so much stuff that people are tired of getting stuff. What are... Where are y'all coming up with these items? I mean, alright, Frosty actually had a legitimate one. Now, Wasted, if you won, the one that won the giveaway, would you just like, oh yeah, I give him a Not a Berry? Or a Care Bear? EPH is Pete. It is the when I've done a giveaway and the person's had the opportunity to choose the item they wanted, EPH is the most common one chosen. I mean, Matt, how? I call you magic, but you're tax fraud. How do you not have a white mage? Unless Tate has bought up the entire economy of white mages. I think Tate has just as many white mages as he has ball blasters. Alright, well, we'll do a white mage for the next one. Tate's got like at least 10 of those things, I believe. But the I think it's interesting what we're seeing in the market, like with nothing special buying up all the Tesses, or blank trying to get all the Tesses, where people are focusing on a single event item as their, like, you know, like Sig did with all the Mr. Beds. Sig paid so much for those Mr. Beds. I mean, he was a cheater piece. Yeah. I mean, but if we're honest, like, I remember when I was playing and I was trying to get a Mr. Crackers, so that I could start playing Poly and TI. I don't know how many, some of y'all were still around. You guys were around, like this time last year, or, you know, maybe like in March of last year, when there was never a raffle. I mean, you couldn't get, it was so hard to get an event item back then. Yeah, see, I got a crackers because all right, the secrets of Theo, I got really lucky in that anytime I posted willing to buy, somebody would always sell me something. And so and I also got like the Theo discount. And so Jay ended up buying a crackers for me from YBS, and that's how I got my crack. Green is Alt 93, yeah. The senior discount does go crazy. It does help, who I am. And so I was getting discounts before I became a host or a mod, so I mean, I think they're just trying to help out the elderly at the end of the day. But honestly, the event items that are getting given out, or that are being given out during the events, is really more like when we were doing Mr. Bed. It's like so many people wanted a crackers. I'm like, well, let's give people an opportunity to get a crackers from the event. It was the same thing with Downpour, for all the people who wanted, Rainmakers. Yeah, it was the same thing with Tinker's Demise, trying to get people, because people wanted Glaciers at the time. Now it doesn't seem like anybody wants them. So, like, what is the next event item people are always wanting that aren't cheaters? It's interesting. There is, like, that just showed up out of the blue. I've always had a Plutonian on my Countess. But I did notice that everybody was asking, oh, is it just for... How do you cheese Armless Goo with that? Is it just because of the stats? I mean, it has good stats. I don't know if it does anything else. Oh, you're right. It does have resist. Yeah, I guess you could put all your upgrades technically into resist, right? On a normal shield. Well, the Plutonian has, like, I think 250 in health and 350 in damage, where the other, like, event shields are only 100 across the board. But you're gonna let Wessup run your account to get your Armorless Goo? Oh, and why isn't the Tinkers as good as Glaciers? I think their hitboxes should be the exact same, and there's everything. It's just a reskin of the Glacier. Subverter, You can... Wesep offers that. Really? I mean, we were testing that weapon out on dummies, with comparing a glacier to the Tink. Well, that's unfortunate. So what do you do? You stand between the legs of old one and just hawk, and it'll hit both feet. It'll hit both legs. Is that how it works? You know, you could come back and manage the list. Can you hit both feet with that too? Oh, that's a shame because I was like making glaciers reskin because everybody was wanting a glacier, and that's what they came up with. Unfortunate. I'm just the idea guy. I don't make the items. Alright, now we're back to crap. Alright, well that's 10 runs for the night. Nothing. I'm all ears on what would make a good event item. You just described every cat ever farmed, though, getting negative. All right, so it goes against my philosophy for event items. Like, we put all this effort into events, into item creation, into all, you know, running the event, documenting, testing, all that stuff. Why would we give a troll event item? Just why would we waste people's time? And that's kind of why I don't want runes to ruin cheaters, because I want events to feel special. But I don't want to get on my rune soapbox. Because, I mean, I know I was a player who had like 30 cheaters before I became a host. Actually, tax fraud, that is, I wanted to make, I didn't want to do a reskin of the Mischief Maker. I just wanted to do a recolor like I did with the Delvers. And I wanted it to be electric. And I was going to call it Celestial Fury. But it was going to be red. and it would be, you know, Ultimate Plus Plus, so it all has a nice red outline too. So it'd still be the same as that, but I'd also want it to be like, as an event, maybe like 750 damage, 750 AB2, and like 450 health. But I wanted it to be a red, like the same color as the Delvers. And that's what I wanted as an event item. So maybe if I stream enough Dungeon Defenders, I can get another item. I know I'm being greedy because I'm the only one with 3 items. But nobody will want them once runes come out, right? Oh, how about a better compromise? Because I was actually thinking about this while I was getting... I was laying in bed. How about, why not just use the same stats that the RM does for my recolored Mischief Maker? We'll call it a... We couldn't call it a Theo Maker. What would we rename that? I was going to call it Celestial Fury or Theo's Folly or something like that. Tinker's Workshop is just going to be an armor farm map. No, you're talking... actually, that's Workshop Assault. Never mind. What, are we talking about First Contact? I kind of feel that way, Tax. It's like the only way to get your best armor is to be active and play DPS maps, so that at a certain point you don't even use your builders, which is the reason why you're farming armor in the first place. I'm gonna go look at... Yeah, I don't even have expectations anymore. Yeah. Well, the Workshop Assault is actually going to have better rates than TBR. Yeah, so they made another way to farm, basically a beamer weapon, and then make beamers obsolete. If we're honest, who actually is playing the most unique map in the game? Who's playing EG at all? Okay, Matt and Kay are, and so they're gonna have Finns, and what's the other one? Yeah, that's the point. You got like one of the coolest maps, And I'm gonna be honest. You know, honestly, a lot of players play with barbs because this is a cool hero to use, but they don't use the barb in the traditional sense for why people use barbs. Yeah, so you're talking about two weapons that see no use, and then there are no other reward for that map. So when you were talking about the monk, was this the monk weapon you were talking about, the first contact? Just use those stats? I mean, I think that's doable. Now, I'd probably get pushback, but I'd want my Mischief Maker to be at least 11k. Right? Like, I mean, this is one of mine, and that's 11k. I mean, I think that's fair. I mean, that's farmable. I mean, honestly, my favorite accessories are the arcane accessories. Hey, all you need is one drop, Chen. You get one drop, and that can set you up. I mean, honestly, there were 3 things that happened to me that basically enabled me to gear every one of my heroes. Well, maybe 4. One of them was just being me, and people just gave me the friends and family discount. One of them was getting an Ult plus a Capping Genie that allowed me to auction and get 100 CV. One was that ultimate like 544 range mask I sold for 500 CV, and then one of them was winning a casino. So that gave me 785 CV, which enabled me to buy all the armor I needed. And I used to be a staunch, I'm a self-farmer only, but as I became more content creatory, I just didn't have the time to farm all the maps I wanted. So I went the other route. Sold out. I think there's a delicate balance you can have in the trading world. It is sad though to see like new players, they'll get a god drop, and they're more interested in selling everything they farm than anything else. I will admit, when I was leveling up my heroes on my alt account, having to replay all those maps when I was trying to get at least ult defender so I could get 600 inventory space was a lot of fun. See, yeah, I see tax fraud got the tax RNG for sure. I mean, I've had a few like God drops. I mean, I got an 1807. I had a 1770. I've gotten pretty lucky on some of my drops for sure. And what is UCD farming? What is that all about? Are you just creating alt accounts to get a bunch of UCDs? No, UCDs are tradable. I think it is. I thought in order to get to Goo, you had to have Legendary Defender, Ult Defender, and all that. I'm sorry you're not getting that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, this is run 13. This will be the run we get the plus plus. You see, I'm never sad after a run. That just means I get to, if I don't get anything, I still get to enter information into a spreadsheet. So it's still a win, even if I don't get the weapon I want. See, I think it's always good to... I say that after I think I'm on 40 runs of this map. That's why, like, when I was armor farming on survival, I just rotated through maps after every 20 runs. It would just move on to the next map. In the TBR runs I've done with the Ultimate, who I have yet to get any plus plus at all. 80 TBR runs just feels like cruel for not getting anything. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and draw this white mage. Let's see who gets a white mage. Alright, Lear Bag Milligrams. You've won yourself a white mage. Alright, I got like 20 minutes left in my night. I'll let the chat decide what is given away next. No. This guy. Plutonian. Man, I should have asked Alice for more of those. Since everybody's wanting them now. Alright, good job spelling it too. I actually think that's wrong. Alright, let's actually see if I have any of those. It's Plou. Who's naming this stuff? Plutonian. Alright, I don't want to spell it that whole name, so we're going to say Pluto. Did you see what happened to the personal resort tax fraud? You can certainly type that in if you want. No. But if you look at the personal resort now, the forge by has been changed. So it no longer has the old name. It has Thalus's name in there. I mean, I got one. I don't... It's never going to get equipped. No. Wait, what do... White Mage. White Mage. And Starflix, did they ever... Anyone ever decide what you were going to get? If not, I'll let you choose. No, the forge was able to be changed across the board. Oh, that's right. They chose an EPH for you, Starflix. Yeah, well, you didn't lose it. It just doesn't have the old information on it. He made that change and then accidentally deleted all the churches. Why would you do that? It's not. They are so adverse to making anything best in slot event items anymore. I think we actually have we have another event happening in like 3 weeks. Exactly. I still use my black mage and white mage, and I think Retinazer is actually kind of in that spot, in that space too. I mean, I have better eyes than Retinazer, but well, I mean, if you have a good eye, it's probably weaker than your other eyes. Oh. I was hoping when we were making Tess, I was hoping Tess would be similar to like a black mage, where it fit that niche. It was out farmable, but like still valuable and would want to be used. And now it's just tavern decor for bird fans. I don't even use it. I actually use my regular eyes. It doesn't compete with... Is it just because of its fast attack speed and just clearing mobs quicker? Is that what you're trying to say? I actually did timing with retinazers on Lover's Paradise campaign, and I didn't find any difference in combat time using them versus my other eyes. Okay. Last run, that'll be 15 for the night, and then we will see who gets the Pluto. The Plutonian. Let's see, I wonder who wants it the most. I mean, we're going to give Empty Dolphin an 8k Hermit. Not gonna lie, I have a Pluto on my Hermit. It's a fat shield on its back. It looks pretty dope. I don't know if people are going to auction it. I mean, there's so many people willing to buy it right now. Oh yeah, Pluto's going for a cheater. Plus, wow. Well, let me tell you, I had it equipped before it was cool. Yeah. It's been on my Countess since, good lord, since I made that video for Polly. Let me go configure this giveaway bot. To not choose Chen. You know, what I found interesting last night was I actually got a copyright strike on the stream last night from the tavern music in the game. It was the entire video did not get mute. Twitch will mute certain sections if it finds copyrighted material. And the section last night where I got the plus plus genie, and we were talking about the genie, just looking at it, that entire section got muted because of build. The name of the file was like castle build. I have no idea who claimed it. I contested it and I appealed it and it worked, but I was like, that was interesting. It wasn't Thalas. Oh yeah, it's all auto. I actually configured the VOD to not record music. So anything I'm playing on stream doesn't show up in the video. But the game music got strike, which was I'd heard that happening, like like the opening intro of like Fallout 3, which has the "I don't want to set the world on fire," it gets copyrighted all the time. If anything, CG should be sending me some money. This is the wave. So after I do this draw, I'll go ahead and open a tavern, and you all can join and get your item. Clear Learbag MG's getting a White Mage, Starflix is getting an EPH, and someone special is going to get a Plutonian. So, I mean, maybe Starflix wins too. Yeah, honestly, hopping on a stream. Now there was like 28 people last night because I actually typed in giveaways in the thing, and I don't want to be that guy. So I just. Yeah. This is the run, y'all. Next time. Tomorrow night. Actually, most of the messages and content will never say, won't have any giveaways. We would generally do we would ping the giveaways if we were doing giveaways in streams, but I don't want to be obnoxious and do that each night, right? All right, let's go ahead and see who gets Pluto. I mean, honestly, this is the best time to actually watch a stream because Europeans make up the bulk of the community, and they're all asleep right now.
Let's talk business.
All right, let's go ahead and draw. Invalid. You did not succeed. Hey, Automod blocked GZ as a sex term. Hey guys, tavern is open if you guys want to pick up your items.
I hope you find something worthwhile.
As you can see, Pluto looks awesome on the back of a hermit. I mean, it's a big O shield for sure.
I make the best sandwiches. Roll a cake. I buy your friends a living. A two, a three. You can lock an item if you want to buy it later.
Alright, well, congratulations, Empty Dolphin. Alright, Starflick or Lieberbag, are you around? Are you staff?
Have you considered creating a new name for yourself?
Alright, that is yours. Congratulations. Alright, Learbag MG. Still on. You can come pick it up. If not, you just find me on Discord and we can arrange pick up at another time. And that is it for this evening. I appreciate everyone joining and having a chat. And you're right, I was focused more when I was talking, even though I forget to build sometimes. So thanks everyone. Have a good night. A 24-hour Genie stream. I have a job. I can't do all that, but maybe tomorrow night we'll do some more. It's either I'm doing more Genies tomorrow or I'm going to do some Tomb of Etheria. Everyone, enjoy your evening and good night.